I'm the only one who hasn't been changing clothes because canonically I have no other clothes.
Canonically, Retha this is a cowboy hat that Retha's wearing now.
Whatever this fungal infection, what concerns me more is how it has affected the church and what their perspective on this matter is. They are much more of an immediate threat.
A sanctus walks in. I'm more of a messenger, but I'm here to deliver you to the dragon.
As we walk out, I'm gonna flick my coin to Raywin.
Welcome back to Roll for Initiative, brought to you by our beautiful sponsors, Cobalt Press, and we are today benefiting Doctors Without Borders. So please click the link below. We are playing a intriguing fairy punk tale set in the fanciful world of a Thayer in the tiny, tiny town of Entrieur. Last session we had intrigue, we had mystery, we had revelations and betrayal and romance? Perhaps not.
Did we?
I just didn't think
Where
about
was
it for
the
a second.
romance?
It was happening off screen with some of the side characters.
Yeah, so NPCs were getting it on,
There's
and we
actually
weren't
a
there
lot of
for it.
intricacies in the past.
Find out by
Yeah.
only watching last night's episode.
Yeah, it was filthy. Forrest Valkai, how can our supporters better help fund our efforts towards Doctors Without Borders?
All you got to do is click the link right below this video. There should be a big donation button. You can use that to donate directly to Doctors Without Borders. Not a single dime of it goes through us. It all goes straight to them because they are so much cooler than we are. So if you like this content, if you like what we're doing, then please help us, help them, help the whole world by using that donation button and making the world just slightly less terrible for some real live heroes out there on the ground saving lives every single day.
Okay. So we should probably just jump back into where we were the last time. I feel like continuity is important with these things.
Yeah, it's like a whole game.
Absolutely. Where were we?
We were in several places.
I was dancing with
Yeah.
Beef!
Yeah, you were.
Oh, I forgot about beef. We love beef.
Retha was having a conversation with Captain Jack Sparrow last we left.
You know what? I think that's where we're going to pick right up.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So.
Oh, wait. Can we just point out that it's Cowboy Day?
It is.
It's Cowboy Day.
Welcome to Cowboy Day.
Amelia is serving
Initiative.
looks like you would not believe.
I'm just jealous.
We're all jealous.
I have another glove. We can.
I'll wear it.
I'll get it later.
Ye, and I cannot emphasize this enough.
Yeah.
My culture. My culture's on your costume.
We join Retha, our half-dwarven mechanist, who has decided to become an emissary to the Pack, a local criminal organization that seems to be operating somewhat in a Robin Hood capacity. Earlier today, an emissary from the Pack itself reached out to our party and was only able to find our dear dragon sworn, Kirka. And so Kirka left her beloved pup Ember with the innkeep and went off a gallivanting into a subterranean tavern with a raucous group of ne'er-do-wells.
Characters.
Yeah, and comical, colorful characters that DMs like to come up with on the fly.
I realized she was basically having her Rose on the Titanic moment down in the servants' quarters.
I like
That
that.
was also the song I was imagining.
Yeah, it's that energy.
Love that. Maybe we can dub that sound in later, future Forrest.
Somehow license free. Yeah, I'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think they check those things on YouTube.
I'll put in. At this exact moment, I'm going to put in exactly as much of that song as we can possibly have without being copyright claimed. now.
1 second.
We fast forward to the bustling streets of Antrier, where our very investigative mechanist has found a shady character that seems to be given a wide berth by the rest of the townsfolk. You see a gaunt man. He's got a little bit of a congestion happening, and he seems to be just kind of dabbing at his face with a handkerchief a lot. He's got a comb over that starts from here and ends kind of down here, as it's very long. And he seems to be wearing like a ratty vest.
Does it say My Chemical Romance on it?
He's got his My Kim shirt on, and he seems to be smoking some sort of pipe.
Clove cigarette.
I was going to say.
He seems to be smoking clove cigarettes now. He's smoking
It's just a bunch of
his
emo.
guy liner.
The shimmer and jingle of his trip pants as he walks down the road.
The guy liner has seen better days. He's got just like heavy dark smudges around his eyes.
And you don't even get him, man.
And his lip piercing seems to be a little swollen.
Yeah.
Got a cream for that.
Not here, they don't. That's going to take dragon magic.
Yeah.
And he leans in. So you want to talk to the Pack, and we don't really know you.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, the dragon does because he wanted to talk to us.
Right.
So I know you don't know like, me or anything, but I figured you could just tell whoever it is you tell things to, and they could tell someone who would know who I am.
All right. Well, I mean, we did send like a lady, and it was her job to bring back like your party.
Well, she didn't do that because I'm here.
You realize, like, I just kind of like steal things, and like.
No, I figured, but I don't know who else to talk to.
Sure.
So I figured you might know someone I could talk to.
Yeah, right.
Is he asking to speak to a manager?
You're being a real Karen right now.
Oh no.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. You sit tight.
Yeah.
Nice. There's more of you. Is it just you and me going to go?
No, it's
Hello.
there's
Oh, your friend
it's
has joined us now.
it's the people who are walking over here now.
I've seen this guy before, right?
Yeah.
We've restructured our organization since last time you were in town.
Oh, fantastic. I've heard. Much appreciated.
I did it just for you, I promise. I call all the shots. It's not true.
Yeah, sarcasm.
It was sarcasm. It's
no,
the thing that us criminal underworld types do.
One of the few things
so-
that you're good at.
Why don't you gather the rest of your party? How about right inside? I'll send some guys. It's not going to be me because I have ne'er-do-welling to ne'er-do-welling.
Oh yeah, no, I know you're busy. I was just
Extremely. It's been an eventful morning, especially with all the. It's strange, right? Yeah, have you guys been like killing like the other guys, like the other like underworld types,
no. We just killed those one people that one time.
the church folks?
Yeah.
Good on you.
Okay.
But no, like there's usually other guys trying to pick pockets and do some strong arms around here, and it's just been us today.
That's weird.
It is weird. I was kind of blaming you.
No, I haven't. I usually don't really kill anyone.
This
actually,
guy's, like,
I have a
real
lot of
black and
mixed
white,
feelings
is
about
it?
it.
You've been doing some stabbing because like
Not recently.
No, we haven't
no.
been stabbing at all this morning.
Just this morning, then.
No stabbing this morning.
We
Just
collect-
that one time yesterday.
We collected yeast and flour. That's all we did today.
I've never been much of a stabist myself.
Do you want to smell it?
Gwen rolls up.
Do you want to smell it?
I don't. Maybe. Do I want to smell it?
No.
I don't want to smell
Go for it.
I mean, if you want to know how bread is made.
I don't care about how bread is made at all.
How do you?
Not even
I'm not a
bit-
baker.
Well, it's bread.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to infer from that.
Do you just never cook for yourself? I mean, it's like one of the. You should learn how to make bread. It's good to be self-sufficient.
I'm very self-sufficient. I've learned how to take things from people that have things.
Do you know how to cook at all?
I mean, like I can open a can.
You should try it. It's good to do things with your hands. I mean, you pickpocket with your hands, but it's good to like make
Quite
things.
deft fingers, actually. Right?
I think that those were mine, by the way. That
The fingers were not yours.
the nuts and bolts.
As much as I would love to have this continue, I believe you were about to go and talk to some folks. I apologize. I know you having a.
Who carries around rusty nuts and bolts?
They're not rusted. That's the whole point.
He's tossing back at you. All right, I'll be right
Go have fun. I want more of this. Yeah, we'll see you in a couple days.
What is this conversation?
he hands
Every
back
time I open my mouth,
No, it's the best.
he hands back the not rusty nuts and bolts.
they're not rusted.
You are free to
That'll be clear enough.
regain. So there's 3 of 4 of you out there now. Where's the doctor?
I'm with them. I
Oh,
walk.
Yeah,
you're
we
just-
circle
you just
back up.
wandered
We're
out.
waiting wherever we need to be waiting.
Great. A short time
Circle
later,
the proverbial wagons.
you see a mountain of a man coming your way, just comically large. And
Is it you?
It's a comically large, not preposterously large. It's a scale. It's a gradient, and I am not quite comically. I'm large, inconveniently so, but not comically as well. So this mountain of a man, he's got a lot of sweat at his brow, and he's got these prominent tusks. He's got light skin and a prominent underbite. And he looks exhausted. He looks tired. Like he's recently been dancing a very long time, and then he has ascended several flights of stairs. As this maybe a half ogre, he's like, "All right, so you pardon me, I've got a lot of cardio today. Name's Beef, and I feel like I've heard through the grapevine, through my network of associates, that you would also like to see the dragon."
But more like the dragon would like to see us, and we happen to
Right.
miss the mark a little.
I don't suppose you could, like, physically describe your associate that might already be in our care.
Oh, no.
All right, yeah, all right.
Tall for me, taller than me.
Incredible dancer, though, right? Like, extremely, extremely good.
That feels right.
why not?
She seems like she'd
I
be
don't
good
know.
at
I
dancing.
believe it if you told me.
Yeah.
Connoisseur of, like, fine liqueurs.
Yeah.
Now we're on to
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
I thought she
absolutely.
was as stiff as a board, but if that's the
Oh,
vibe
no,
you've been getting.
no, bite your tongue, mate, because, like,
I'm not-
she's... No, bite your tongue or I'll do it for you. Not like in a fun way. You know,
They're big guys.
in like
I'm
a-
getting real low now.
And I'm like in a half ogre way, where like you can come away with half a tongue after that, because like she is a lovely dancer.
I'm sure.
A warm and inviting person. I feel.
Oh,
We are not talking about this.
I told you, I'm telling you.
convinced that this is a different person
No,
now.
people contain multitudes.
Oh, it's true.
Multitudes of personalities? What?
Well, I'm just saying, it's been a very stressful past couple days. Maybe she was just like let loose.
As we walk and talk, I must warn you that we're going to have to blindfold you at a certain point in our journey together.
Yeah, okay.
That's a thing to spring on somebody.
Well, you don't have to come.
No, when a man
now?
named Beef says that he's going to blindfold you, who am I to say
my
no?
task a little more difficult because we're not at the point in which we ask people to blindfold themselves. But there will be a point in our journey together at which I will ask you to blindfold yourself. And
It's a time to blindfold, a time fold, if you will.
No, it's not that. It's that there's a certain point where I don't want you to know. This is a complicated.
feel
I
like
get
this
it
feels
more than
very-
you realize.
where we're headed from that point in our journey.
Yes.
You might need to
Yes.
help him with that concept because I don't feel
You
like
don't-
he's
Are
getting
we
it.
going to Marlstone?
No.
Okay.
What's a milestone?
I don't know.
All right.
We're going to go see the dragon first.
We're gonna go meet.
I just didn't.
It's fine.
All right, here
Yeah.
we're at that point. You can blindfold yourself, or I can have some of the lads do it for you.
I'll do it myself.
I'll
Make sure. Hey,
Where is everyone
No
getting
peeking.
blindfolds from?
You give
We
it.
just have them? Oh, he
He's
dispersed them.
passing them out. Yeah.
no peeking.
Man is a
No, I
fountain of
keep one.
blindfolds.
I keep everyone on
and
the
I-
You never
I'm not
know.
going to do that.
You got what?
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fall.
It's more of a security and a safety measure for both you and my mates. Is there a thing I can do to accommodate you better?
Well, you could carry this, and she'll like point up to her chair. She's like folded up, and she's got like her crutch going. She's like, but if you want me to walk down a number of flights of stairs, which I'm going to be having a word with the dragon about that, because you can fight gelatinous cubes, but you can't put in a lift. That's fine.
Really insensitive.
I will
Less of the stairs, too.
I'll let you talk it over with the dragon,
That's fine,
as I am personally terrified
But
of the dragon.
I can either fall down or
No,
I
no,
can walk
I
down.
don't.
So I'm just going to close my. I'll tell you what. I'll close my eyes
Yeah.
at the one part, and then I'm just going to knock.
I've got a good idea. Hold on. So what if? What if we use this for a little bit? You blindfold, and when you get to the stairs part, you take it off because it doesn't really matter. You know there's stairs already. That's not really giving up the goose.
Yeah,
Can I also unblindfold at the stairs then? What's the point
No,
of me
because
being
I feel
blind?
like you.
I'm like 5'8".
Yeah, all right.
Do you want me to carry you?
Oh no, that's all
No,
right.
okay.
Thank you.
Like if somebody's carrying somebody, I feel like I should probably carry this
No,
one.
yeah, it's all right. I can do it myself. I just don't want to like trip and fall. So
I don't want you to
that's
trip and
fine.
fall.
We'll
It's insulting. I would offer to carry you, but I didn't want to be like,
No, it's all
look
right.
at
I
me.
appreciate it. No,
Yeah.
it's very kind of you. But yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. But it's
Yeah,
fine.
well,
I
how
would
about
like
we
to
so
see Keith.
blindfold just until we get to the staircase, then full bodily autonomy beyond
So,
that point.
but just to be clear, you're not going to blindfold us to a certain point. Then you're going to blindfold us for a little bit, and then there will be stairs, and then we
How
take the
is this
blindfolds off.
complicated?
I think
No,
I think
I'm just
only
saying,
Gwen
like,
gets
if
to
you
take off
get me
the
to a
blindfold
certain,
on the stairs.
if you get me to a certain point in the world, and then I know, okay, I just walked forward 35 feet, turned right, walked that. It's not like the blindfold's not necessary. You either do it all or none, and I don't understand
You
why
are
it's
being
any
very
of it.
pedantic
We
right
are
now.
going to have to really reconsider our security measures thanks to you.
It's not like you didn't think about them at all.
Well, I mean, I run security, but in a far different capacity, really.
It sounds like
I'm
you run
going
away
to
from
grab
security.
you. Listen, we have someone of ours that is potentially in danger all by themselves, and you are here being very, very pedantic. It is okay. We can discuss security measures to my apologies, a rogue gallery later.
I'm not in a rogue gallery. I'm a half ogre.
That's
He's a half ogre.
I'm going to punch you. Stop.
Let's just go.
All right.
I do want to do one thing.
Yes, of course.
They let us blind for ourselves. So
Yeah.
can I
Sleight of
use
hand.
sneak?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Can I?
I want,
That was
I want to see Beef carry Victor.
Where's my sleight of hand?
Victor in one arm and Gwen in the other.
7.
I bet Beef could do it.
No peeking.
Oh no, I'm just still trying to adjust it. I apologize.
Let me help
Of
you
course,
out.
thank
Right,
you.
it's
You're
just
too
too
kind.
goddamn
That's my
tight.
eye.
Yeah, it's just, you got like a little mushroom head thing going. I think I better loosen it a little bit. Hold on a minute.
I resent that sentiment, but thank you.
Oh, it's just because I was like cutting off all the fluids from getting to the top of your head
yes.
with the tightness of the blindfold. It's
Fair,
all
fair,
I
fair,
meant.
fair.
It had nothing to do with your mushroom.
Can I put the blindfold on over my glasses?
Yeah,
Okay.
no questions. He's like, yeah, that's appropriate. That's fine.
Once we start moving, I'd like to activate my detecting augment
Yes.
and turn it to X-ray vision.
Yes, machinist.
It only lasts for a minute.
Mechanist is a great class. Thank you,
love
Cobalt Press. It's so much fun.
The very brand new original class.
It is- yeah, it's a
specific to
whole
Tales
thing.
of the Valiant, the Mechanist.
Please
Oh,
do
that's
more.
so funny.
I
Yeah,
also love how like these guys are ogres and criminals, but they're not monsters.
No.
My
no,
God,
they're
very
great.
considerate.
Very kind.
Yeah, and you do. So you're able to see that you're led to an alleyway. The rest of you are just kind of gently, like exceedingly gently ushered through the northern parts of Entree or up into the Cat's Crown, and into a alleyway in between a warehouse and kind of an upper scale house. And you're actually led in through the back door of a very nice estate. And then you're led through several rooms into what looks to be the entrance to a wine cellar. He's like, All right. So this is the point where you can take off your blindfolds if you'd like to do so. Some people just like to keep them on.
I feel like that's a preference in the bedroom, but
Right. I think it has to do with bedroom things,
right,
that mushroom thing we was discussing earlier.
not the same, but okay.
All right.
And take it off.
Now you can see better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is great.
And he's like, just down the stairs. It's a lot of stairs. If you have further needs of assistance, I am your mate.
Fair enough. Thank you.
And you can hear music emanating.
Thanks, Beef.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
The pleasure is all ours.
Well, that is
Kindest
probably
escort we've ever had.
ever. All right. Well, but do fill out a card because I do get graded on my performance at these.
Leave a Google review.
He's got this vest of just immense proportions, nothing on under it. You just see just like this big pink man with just these bulging shoulders and gnarly chest hair.
We stand.
I don't even read the card. I just give him 5 stars on everything.
Why, thank you very much. If you would
Little
please
cute
be so
note.
kind as to sign the bottom because they do monitor. So
I write Mark.
I knew it.
Can I say, as you descend the stairs and approach the entrance, you hear Kirka screaming.
Oh, yeah, we book.
Is it like oh no screaming or is it like woo girl
You
screaming?
can't really tell over the ruckus that you also hear.
as you bolt off, maybe make a perception. Insight. That's insight.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make an insight check.
Do I need to? Last I heard, she was
If we're
dancing
all-
and live.
Yeah, if we're all hearing it, I'll
Drinking
listen
good
to
liquor.
Insight.
That's a 17.
I got a 23.
I got a 20, dirty 20.
Got a 16.
I would say with a 23, as you're running, what can Dr. Vindica
I
ascertain?
don't know what Dr. Vindica can ascertain. If
With
he's
a
ever,
23.
I don't know if he's ever been close enough to mirth to identify it, but you
I'm
definitely.
getting sass in the side chat at this point. It's not even in the game.
It's yeah. It could. It honestly, it could go. It's just like like it could be anything. So
Those are
Beef's
really
like, we
good
must
stories.
have
I know,
you
right?
because actually that is a VIP down there, so I must insist that we accelerate our pace because I can't let anything happen to the nice pretty dragon lady.
Right, hustling with a medical bag.
But at your safest accommodations, of course.
Do these stairs have railings?
Yeah, there is. It's kind of like carved into the rock.
Never mind, I'm not gonna
It's
do
a
it.
little low. Like it's a little bit
You
weird.
trying to slide down that rail
Yeah.
right now?
No, I can do it. I can try it.
Sweet.
I'm gonna try it.
You better
Sweet.
try it.
Is that acrobatics?
you better do it.
Acrobatics?
I will be
Acrobatics.
so
16.
disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
As soon as I hear the scream, you just like, oh, nope.
Maybe not on your feet, but like on your booty.
Oh yeah.
We have a
Sick
skateboard
Tony
on you
Hawk
right now,
Pro
right?
Skater song.
So we have a skateboard on you.
I'm
Yeah, totally.
absolutely picturing
Grinding.
Scott Pilgrim. Like, yeah, but can you do a grind?
It does a sick melon off of it.
Do a kickflip.
I'll say with that, you beat everybody else down.
Okay, okay.
And you
Burst through the door.
You see over the door, it just says the pack over like a tavern door that is already open. You hear music. What does Azat see?
As you bust in through the door,
Yelling, Kirka, I'm here.
Kirka's fully on a table with a tankard in one hand, and you can see that the tabletop is sort of freshly sloshed with beer. She's sloshed.
Oh.
And she's going, oh, my side of beef, you've returned just in time.
It's good to see you, Miss Kirka.
Do get around for my friends.
Maybe you should have fewer rounds. Recursively.
Is this how you treat your guests
No,
in the
son.
pack?
No.
Around, Dugan.
All right there, love. Take it easy. She's a boisterous and I'm a dwarf. All right, come on, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see his dark ashy gray skin on the top of his head kind of disappear behind the counter, and he just hoists up a barrel and places it on the counter and like taps it, and he's like, one more for the lady. Oh, there's more guests there with you.
Oh, they unfortunately are with me.
Oh, I think they are lucky to be with you. You're a
thank you so
treasure.
The
much.
rest of us are arriving now.
Yeah, you're all walking through the
just
door.
rushing in. Yeah, that tracks.
Doctor, what am I seeing here?
You're seeing the effects of ethanol intoxication.
Joy, my friends, you're seeing joy.
And the very dashing kind of hooded figure, you see these kind of glowing, almost feline eyes, the color of sand, just kind of appears next to you and just shoves a tankard into both of your hands. He bows deeply. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us, you person.
I am a person. Thank you for noticing. Should you have need of anything, Dugan is a fabulous bartender.
I'm sure Dugan is.
He's like, over here! And you just see like a hand like reach up behind a tall bar and point downwards at a shiny little deep dwarf head.
Hi, Dugan.
Oi!
That you exist? All right.
I think by this point Gwen has like finished coming down the stairs and like she's like a little worse for wear, but she's all right. So she's like she'll take a seat at the bar, just like rest for a second. She'll kind of like look over at Dugan.
Hi.
Hello. Do you have whiskey?
Oh, do I have a whiskey? Of course. Top shelf or bottom shelf?
You know, will you judge me if I say top shelf?
Yep.
Bottom shelf.
All right, that's better. And he pours a dram, a generous dram. He's like, to your health.
Thank you.
Aye.
Do you have perhaps something that's a bit more earthy?
Earthy? Aye. Like I've got the, it's a
It's a wine tasting episode.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So, all right, it depends on what your palate is, but I've got a lovely kombucha.
Well, that whatever is going to make me calm down.
Kombucha's in this universe, y'all.
Kombucha is in this. Listen,
Kombucha.
it's a fancy
This whole
world.
art's been about
fermented
like
tea.
fermented things.
Listen, so the magic train you buy, the kombucha's too much?
I'm just saying, it's wild. It's wild that they have it.
I've got a powerful Scooby growing in the back. So yeah,
I need it for my nerves right now. Thank you.
This'll tucker you right out. I've got some lavender flowers in there. It's nice. It's got like a little floral afternote.
That sounds fantastic.
And again, this place is a dive, right?
Oh, just trash.
Wonderful.
It is, but the bar is exquisite. But I mean, there is substances that came out of people on the floor and the walls. There is like crude posters of every stripe on the wall, and there appears to be like an ominous looking, like heavy black, very tall door, kind of to the left of the bar.
Okay.
And you saw your escort, Grievance, the kind of pale tiefling, enter that door as you arrived, and you've been left out here to your own devices for a little bit.
It's okay.
And you notice everybody is imbibing heavily, and you notice everybody's imbibing nothing but spirits.
Is there anything you want to drink?
Oh, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I'll drink anything.
You'll drink anything. All right. Well, we've got ales. We've got whiskey. Clearly, how's the whiskey there, love?
Fantastic.
You're darn right it is. We've got what? Your friend has got a palate for wine that I've not seen in this place in a long time.
I don't think I have that.
All right. What about you there,
Ale's
Stretch?
good.
I prefer to keep my wits about me. Your finest water, please.
We don't do that here.
Then I'll just sit with whatever's in this.
Right. That's
I know you're already dead, Doctor, but try to live.
What? That's a spittoon. So
Can I just get some ale?
you sure can.
So good. So good.
Sorry.
Aw. That might put a hair on your chest, Doctor. Well
It's
done.
got hair in it. Yeah, here's a top shelf or bottom shelf.
Bottom's fine. I'm
You're
not picky.
damn right it is.
Yeah.
And he hands you like a nice frosty, foamy cup of like, it's a wheat ale. It's lovely. It's local. Here you go. And he slides it over to you. And the bar's a little tall for you. It's very tall for you, but there's some tall stools sitting around. Make yourselves at home if you need anything. I'm Tegan. Alexander, love. Aye. One more for the tall guy. Send him this, and he sends over like a little crystal glass of something kind of fizzy and nice.
Ooh.
My mouth tastes like everyone's mouth.
Let them cleanse your palate there, and the very like suave hooded figure brings over this. It's like a little tumbler of something
Like a thimble.
fizzy and nice, and you smell it, and there's like a little minty smell on the front end.
Listerine exists in this universe. Yeah. Yeah. I'll down that. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's effervescent. It's strong, like powerful.
Oh, all right. That's fantastic. Where can I get more of that?
Maybe give it a minute.
For what?
Oh, I'd make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's half me. I down like
not gonna be
half
good.
my ale, and then I'm just gonna pour a little something that I have in it and drink
Sure.
the rest.
Aluminum
It's a
powder.
12.
Even
little
with
flask,
there's a woozy coming. Maybe you don't want two of those.
Yeah, okay. Whoa, that is fast.
Your mouth tastes cold. You like when you've had a powerful mint.
I'm just gonna look at my crew and like, I thought we were going to meet one that's super dangerous, and here we are, very sloshed.
It's a
All right.
beer. It's
No.
practically not even alcohol.
The kombucha is very light.
No, I'm feeling
It's
great.
not even flammable.
Scale on 1 to 10 on woozy.
2.
2 on woozy? Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Fine. You're fine, but you're like maybe not 2 or 3 of those.
Gotcha. Yeah. I didn't know if I was like staggering or just leaning.
Nah.
Dugan, do you know where the dragon might be? Is it sort of more of we wait for the dragon and the dragon comes to, you know?
You know, like sometimes like really important people just make you wait a little bit. It's that kind of shite. Ugh. It's fine. Respect though, like he is a powerful man.
Of course.
So I mean, sometimes like some of the boys get a little spicy, and then he kind of gestures up behind the bar, and you just see like a mounted elf's head. So you know, like you can get things done.
Does the head look happy at least?
The head looks horrified.
Sure.
I mean, just last moments
Just
of
hoping maybe his last moments were nice.
no,
Nope.
no. And this was
They
not
were.
taxidermy. This was like nailed to a stick.
Great.
Big ol' yikes for me, dog.
So yeah, careful. You know, like if you, he's cool. It's whatever, but careful. And the kind of tall cloaked figure kind of goes behind the bar and starts kind of rubbing Dugan's shoulders a little bit. And he kind of pats his hand a little bit. He's like, it'll be fine. Just don't look. I know you got a sharp tongue there, kid, but maybe not here.
I always respect a dragon.
Well, I don't know that, but I believe you.
I always respect a dragon.
I believe you'd always respect the dragon.
He seems to have treated me very well.
I mean, you've got several gold pieces worth of bottom shelf stuff in your gullet. And around that time, Grievance, the very pale tiefling, opens the heavy, tall black doors of a side chamber near the bar, and she steps out. She's like, "All right, well, if you're ready, the rest of your party's here, Kirke."
Very well, and she bottoms up.
I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw out of you too.
Sure. Which one that is? Oh. She is shit-faced.
Oh God.
All right.
All right.
That was a 6 + 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. Are you attempting to hide that?
Yes,
All right, I'm
sort
gonna-
of, in the way that, she knows she's doing a bad job, but she's okay. And can she, she starts to reach for the spittoon, maybe, and then can just, maybe, well, no.
Give me a performance check.
Sure.
I want to see how well we're hiding it.
Yeah. Same roll.
No.
But hang on, my performance is also a +1.
That looks
so.
like Kirka looks like a very drunk
Wait.
person trying to not be looking drunk. Yes.
Hang on, though.
Yes, I'm hanging.
Wait.
I will wait. I'll hang and wait.
I have a thingy, and I should have maybe just
I will
used
hang
it.
and
I
wait
should have
for
used it
yourself.
the last time. 1 second. I just have to find it to make sure I use it right.
The kombucha's great. You
No,
feel
I'm-
replenished on a deep level.
Okay.
I'm tipsy off fizz water.
Well, it's flammable, so it's not like nothing.
This tracks.
Okay, so that was a con. Okay, so for this, my thingy is once mental fortitude. Once per long rest, when you fail an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma save, you
Yeah.
can choose to re-roll the save and take the new results.
Do that.
I
Do that
do
for a
that.
performance.
Right.
For a performance.
Try a little harder.
Performance.
Because that's charisma.
15 plus 1.
There it is.
I was really hoping it'd be worse.
You rally.
All right. She is suffering on the inside. But
Internally, but she
this
rallies.
is not her first rodeo.
Yeah.
She just knows she's going to be really sad later. But what's important is right now, don't die.
And Ember probably is here too.
Ember is not here.
We didn't bring him.
Ember's back at
Oh,
the...
we
Yeah, we
did.
did. We
Yeah,
did.
we should grab
Remember?
Ember.
Yeah.
Raywin would not have allowed it.
Yeah. Ember's with Raywin. Maybe somewhere she like lifts her nose and knows. But, something terrible is happening.
Kirka suddenly takes on the appearance of somebody who is not completely inebriated.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I'm sold. I buy it.
And as you're led through this almost comically large door that even Beef could have easily walked through, you hear these heavy iron hinges squeak and groan and complain as they're opened wide. And you see Grievance walk behind a tall desk where there is an immense, what can only be described as a throne facing a huge hearth. And you see gouts of flame exploding from the fireplace. And you see these long curled horns over the top of this tall throne as it's facing the fireplace. And she bows deeply. And she's like, "Your guests have arrived, my lord." And she comes back out and she like nervously looks at you. "The dragon, I'll see you now."
As someone who is from a place of aristocracy, would I know the common courtesies in the situation?
Give me a history check. It's going to be a high DC
Okay.
because it's just a hard one.
Okay, history. I'm looking at H.
You've got this.
10.
10 plus.
10. It says 10.
You know not to spit on the floor.
Wait, I'm trying to see if there's. I have street smarts.
Yeah.
While in a city or other urban environment, you have advantage on ability checks made to avoid getting you lost, and checks made to find particular kind of businesses or other destinations open to public. Additionally, while you are in such environments, you can't be surprised unless you are asleep. Or
I think that's
otherwise-
great. Roll again. We'll
Okay.
call that advantage.
Okay, come on, baby. Nope, that's
Worse.
Yeah, 10's the
10
the
it is.
thing.
Yeah, you remember doing and saying, "Hey, be respectful in your tone." And other than that, the place is not. This is not a palace,
Yeah.
so you're probably okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just respectfully stand and wait for him
Okay.
to have us talk.
As you stand and wait, you hear an exhale. And as the exhale occurs, the flames out of the fireplace.
Can I decide whether I'm impressed by this? Can I tell if this is just showmanship?
Insight?
While you're inebriated, though.
While I'm inebriated.
But this is such dragony stuff, I'm not gonna do disadvantage.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You've seen people putting on airs before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this strikes you as that.
You hear Kirka just go,
Not.
it's really quiet. Only
Oh,
you standing right next to me would hear or see this.
The throne begins to slowly rotate around. And you see these curled horns kind of rotate with the chair. And as Grievance is bowing, you see a scaled hand, red and crimson with heavy black scales along the top and long black talons gesture her away. And she bows deeply and leaves and makes threatened eye contact with all of you. Noble draconic features are presented to you. Powerful jawline, gleaming white fangs, horns poking through a top hat, a thin pinstripe black vest atop muscular shoulders greets you. You see a very handsome draconic figure.
Handsome for a lizard.
Handsome for a lizard. confident, intelligent, cunning, as the yellow eyes meet all of yours, and barely peeks over the desk as the dragon greets you. Some of you may be familiar with kobolds. As a 2.5 foot tall, very well dressed kobold inclines his head. Welcome. Everybody.
Do I recognize him? Like, is he from around here?
No.
Okay.
This is new shit.
Like, Steve?
Thanks for coming. I'm the dragon.
There is a moment where Azad is taken aback, and then does his best to just rally again and go, "It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance."
You too, big guy.
Kirka can't do it. She can't do it. Like she tried. I mean, but she like a deep curtsy, like bowing, and you can see like two. If you're really close to her, just like two little tendrils of smoke, just woof, like because she's.
The dragon too.
I am, yes, just like you.
I know. It's really cool to see another
It's so wonderful to find one of our own.
What's your name?
Kirka Counterfire.
Counterfire.
Yes.
I'm the dragon.
Is that your
Yep.
government name?
No, that is a given name.
What would you like us to call you?
The dragon.
And a dragon
All right.
you are.
Yes, all right.
Thank you.
Never have I seen one so draconic as you.
I feel like that is a true statement.
It
Does
is.
have scales.
He has scales. Scales.
And the horns.
And what scales?
What do I think to? They're red.
They are?
They're red. And these ones are black.
Do you use some sort of oil or something?
No, I
They're
was born like this.
very shiny.
Thank you so much.
It's like jewels, like sapphire.
Proper
Or not
hydration
sapphire,
is
like
important.
ruby.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
ruby.
like a ruby.
Like ruby.
I am like a ruby.
Mr. the Dragon, it's a pleasure for all of us to make your acquaintance. You'll have to forgive my friend; they don't get out much. But how can we be of service?
Oh yeah. There's a sickness.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have it yet.
The grape.
The crap. And it's bad for business.
It's bad for business.
Bad for business.
Certainly.
What kind of business are we talking about here?
Oh, like a lot of my guys will like rob houses and stuff. And then it's hard to fence things like that when everybody's sick or sleepy.
Right.
I would think so.
Right.
And then people stop coming and people stop bringing goods through on your.
And how can we be of service?
I don't know. How can you be of assistance? That would be lovely if you could help.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Dragon?
The dragon.
We actually need help from you as well, and I think that our paths may be aligning here.
That's great. So, yeah, how do our paths align? Stretch?
Well, it just so happens that I recently met a kind lady named Ardith who told me that I need to meet you to get into a place called Marlstone.
Oh, yeah, the dwarves. Yeah, the
How many
dwarves.
R's did you write there?
12.
Yeah, I put a lot.
Roughly 12.
You gotta go talk to the dwarves, do ya?
I've got to go talk to the dwarvies because I think that I can cure this sickness if I do.
That's a pretty good promise. Okay, great. So you gotta talk to the dwarves. They're not gonna want you to come in.
No, that's fine. Maybe you or your friends outside can help us do that.
Could you send us a letter of passage? We know that your name strikes fear and desperation into the hearts of all who hear it.
It does do that.
Perhaps a letter of marque or some sort of permission slip, I guess, is what I would.
A letter of recommendation.
Seal.
Perhaps a signaturing of some
Just
sort.
something that says we know you would be good.
He looks down at a comment card and he's like, "I've got the letter of mark." And like, Beef did a good job.
Beef did a great job.
Beef's great.
Beefs, yeah, you really should get
Honestly,
Really,
your entire
whatever
staff.
you're paying him, it's not enough.
We all love beef.
Oh, that's good to know. That's.
I mean, I was the only one who did the card.
Love Mark. Okay, so you've got. So we can smuggle you in, or we can try and talk everyone in. But I can help because I am a good importer. I'm a good exporter. Are you stinted?
No.
Stinky?
I did just take a shower last night.
Dwarves have good noses.
Think so.
I mean, I like to keep myself clean.
Okay. Wait, do you want us to try and smuggle you in, or do you want to try and
Like in a rug?
or in a barrel?
Barrels.
I think
Barrels.
we
Well, like-
should go for smuggling, and then we can, if we get caught, then we talk our way out of it.
Yeah, they will shoot you.
What's the other? What's the alternative?
Well, I could try and pull some strings, and we just gotta come up with a good story of why I need to go to see the dwarves.
Why do people usually go to see the dwarves?
I don't like to go see the dwarves.
Well,
They're huge.
Oh,
Where are they? Right? Are they?
Right, yeah, they're well down there in the Underdark.
All right. But so you don't have a lot of business with the dwarves.
I would do some business. They have some really good brandies the boys like, but I gotta tell you, I'm not letting the boys drink anything but the bottom shelf stuff right now, because I don't trust the water. You see him slur just a little bit.
the water. Which?
Yeah.
What water? Which one? Where?
Up here, I don't think it's safe. I think it's the gripe.
Well, if you do trade with the dwarves, right?
Yeah,
And they benefit from trade. That's how that works.
Well, I mean, they have similar organizations
Right.
to the pack. We all stick together.
So if things are going bad up here and everyone gets sick, it might be in their interest to at least let us try and fix the situation. Or if whatever is up here goes down there, they might not want that.
You're very eloquent. I like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a good job today.
Thanks.
Yeah.
People keep saying that.
Yeah. You just look like you need a little bit of reassurance sometimes, and that's important.
Thank you.
Yeah. You ever stab anybody for money?
I don't stab a lot. I can punch, but I don't really do it for money.
Oh, well, we've got guys that punch people for money, too.
I'm good. I have a job.
Oh, my apologies.
No,
I didn't know you were
it's
currently
fine.
employed.
Yeah, no, it's a good
If
job.
you find yourself seeking occupation opportunities in the future, look me up.
Okay. I'll look up the dragon.
The dragon. How? This is maybe a weird question, but how deep does the plumbing of Antir go? I mean, I know it's sort of rudimentary, but is it above or below the Underdark?
Oh, it's well above. They don't like it.
is like really, really.
It's super down there. That's where I come from.
All right.
Well, you came from the Underdark.
Oh, yeah. I worked my way up the food chain.
Oh.
Yep.
You look very big for even
For a dragon, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
even
you
for a
very much.
dragon,
Yeah.
you look quite.
My immenseness is legendary.
I could tell. Now, what if I may? Can we consult each other and ask? What would be the risk of both options, if you do not mind me
Well, if we
asking?
can just come up with a good lie, they'll just let you walk around. If we have to smuggle you in, a little harder.
I feel like you, being the expert and acute businessman that you are, would
Did you
be
just
able
call me truth in my own house?
Lord Dragon. What is easier for you and more fun for us?
Smuggling is easy, but you might die.
I'm not exactly
that
inconspicuous.
sounds interesting.
This is perhaps a bit silly, but what if we went to the dwarvies and we told them that we were some sort of inspection team? What if we told them? What if we were just honest and we told them about the gripe, we told them about what's going on, and that we're concerned that the water is leaching in, to the rock and the stone above them, and we just want to make sure that they're safe. A gesture of kindness, a gesture of friendship, camaraderie, and
security of future business.
yeah, and mutually beneficial for all parties.
I like that. We've been mutually beneficial. And you've got an air of confidence and professionalism around you that is hard to come by in these parts. That could be. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where the dwarf is? They're not going to trust you.
I mean, we do have someone.
There are.
I thought so, but I didn't want to assume because it's like
Yeah.
a little racist.
Yeah, well, and I really hate when people just come up to me and are like, "What are you?" So yeah,
And I'm like, a dragon, thank you.
it's very
And
cute.
you're like,
I'm half dwarvish.
Half dwarvish.
Half
Thank you.
human is the other half.
Another half was
Yeah.
human.
Today is my favorite day.
Today is a wonderful day.
So you could be experts on why they need to go.
Well, we actually were kind of looking into the gripe ourselves originally.
You're looking into the gripe, so you're gripe experts.
We're gripe experts.
I can get you past the front gate. Those guys suck. They're the worst. They do their job really well, but I can get you past them.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that reminded me of something else.
Yeah?
You said the guys at the front gate do their job really well, and it
Yeah.
reminded me of maybe some of your security procedures could use a little touch-up.
Why the blindfolds?
Because then so people don't find the pack.
And honestly, like not to nitpick too much, but you've got an underground pub and you just couldn't put in a lift, like
Or a ramp or
just
A
some.
ramp is a very good idea.
I'm just, I'm not here to complain, but
This is a pillar of the community. I mean, it must have been a hardship for
You're
you
a
to find
pillar?
your way down here.
I thought you were a Zimmerman.
And I don't want you to get mad at us, but even though I had the blindfold, I know exactly where we are right now. I'm sorry.
I did have the blindfold and couldn't see a thing, and I can easily walk in the same line between an alley and a staircase.
And it's a wonderful location that you
reconsider some things.
picked. Your taste is obviously very comparable, but for the security reasons, I mean, Beef works very hard at his job, and
Beef's
you
fantastic.
wouldn't want to be discovered. And my goodness, what if your business partners took a tumble down the stairs? That's very, very bad for business, I should think.
So you're thinking like a ramp.
Some
Like a
sort
mine
of-
cart on
some
there?
sort of
Something.
I also think that if you're taking people to your secret location, what you should do is you should just in the middle of the night, put a bag over their head, and ride them around the city a few times so they get disoriented, and then lead them in.
No, that would have been
That sounds
intimidating. That would have been-
priming. Yeah.
That would have been
Next time you
horrifying.
visit, we'll do that. Next time you guys
Okay.
come
Well,
by.
I feel like at
sounds
this
good.
point we kind of already know, so maybe we could be an exception.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're part of the pack
We're not
already.
going to tell anyone.
You want to be part of the pack?
I mean,
I mean,
Yes.
You ever stab
if you'll
people for
have
money?
us.
yes.
yes, actually.
I love a good stabbing.
Oh, we've got some guys. There's this guy that works for the mayor. Not a fan. Goes by Caius. If you want to.
Caius?
We know Caius.
I feel like
What's wrong with Caius?
What's wrong with Caius? Can't we
Is Caius a
No,
stabbist?
Caius had vibes.
No,
raise
but-
your... Couldn't you be even more ambitious than that? What if what if we simply dispensed with, just throwing this out here, with the mayor?
You're talking about a political assassination.
I'm doing business.
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing with the mayor is he's easy. He's on the take. He just looks the other way.
Yes,
Caius
of course.
keeps track of numbers, and that's a dangerous person.
Sure. And how long have you been in this mutually beneficial partnership?
Well, I'm
with the
pretty
mayor?
old for a kobold, so I'm 8 years
You
old.
don't look
Thank
a
you.
day over 6.
Well, thank you very much. I moisturize.
I know,
We
and I'll
mentioned
have
the
to.
moisture.
I'll have to get your regimen later.
Between
I
the
will
scales.
give. It's not a regiment. It's a big pot of oil.
Oil.
Oil pot of
A
oil.
big pot of oil. I got it in the back. You wanna?
No,
sit in it?
well,
We
we
should
have
go
so
see it,
many
Kirk.
things that we have to do.
We could probably both fit.
You could probably both
We
fit.
could probably
It's good
both
for the
fit.
scales.
Let me.
It's good for the scales.
How about this, Lord the Dragon?
Oh, just the
Once
dragon.
we've completed
Lord
our
the Dragon
job,
was my father.
and I'm sure he was a gentle dragon as well.
He ate my brother.
At least it was with you. Clearly, he
I'm
loved you a
sure
lot.
your
We've
brother,
all been there.
Your brother had it coming, I'm sure.
He did have a drumming,
How
sassy
about
tongue on him.
once we've completed our mission, you and I can celebrate with a little dive in the vat. What do you say?
I mean, yeah, that's a great way to celebrate.
Wonderful.
You have been an exceptionally cordial and accommodating crime lord, the dragon. I appreciate all of
Truly.
this. We should get going to Marlstone now. I think the sooner we get there, the better.
You're that person who always is like, oh my god, I was studying along in Barcelona.
I would like a burrito, please.
I like to make my pasta with a little bit of mozzarella.
So, if the dwarfies are sick, what are you gonna do then?
well, we have this wonderful doctor who can do. Have you heard of this science?
I know all about
We're
science.
doing.
Check this out.
And he takes a quill from the desk and he throws it in the fire. He's like,
Check that out.
Yeah, that is
Science.
That's how it all starts.
Look at it burn. Wonderful.
You gotta write it down though, so that way you can keep track of it.
Okay, let me grab. There's my quill. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can keep that.
New best character just dropped.
a lot of them.
So he can do that to disease.
You can do science to disease.
I can
can.
do science
Why
to
do you need
disease.
dwarves for science then?
I think that the disease might be coming from the dwarvies, and if I can stop it there, I can stop it everywhere.
As below, so above.
Has been lost to above. Is that science? That's science.
Sounds like it.
It's science.
Beef, that's science.
okay.
Love beef.
Love everybody here, man.
Everyone.
The pack is great.
Let's all become criminals. Let's just do
I would
that.
love.
Yeah, honestly.
I would love to be a lady criminal, please.
You want to stop people from money?
I've already indicated that I would love to stab people for money.
Oh, you can
very
be part of it.
clueless.
You bring me. Here, hold on.
He opens a drawer and you hear clang, 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 clang. And he's like, this one. And he hands you just a big, jagged, nasty looking knife.
Oh,
It's like,
Caius right in the head would be hilarious for one.
Why, Caius?
Because he keeps track of the numbers, and that's dangerous.
What numbers is Caius keeping track of that you're so worried about?
Well, for one thing, he keeps track of the exact numbers of imports and exports, things like that. It's really hard to fudge the numbers with a guy like Caius around.
I see.
He's doing his job. Got it.
Gotta get rid of that guy. No more doing the job.
Okay, yes, understand. We'll see about Caius. That's something to look into. It sounds like.
Table it for now.
Disease
Let's
first.
put a pin in it.
Put a pin in that one.
Wonderful.
That's what I said.
Let's prioritize our quests. It seems that right now, the mushroom thing.
The
first.
mushroom thing.
So
Right.
you get us past the front gate, and we take it from there.
All right, I need to pass it. Yep. Make sure you have your story straight. They will shoot you.
Okay.
Getting
Sounds-
shot is my least favorite.
I-
I'm actually pretty good at getting shot.
Well, then maybe you should go in the front.
Okay.
That's been my whole idea about this. Is just the bullet catching person goes in the front.
Do you want to come with us?
No!
Are you sure?
Those guys are so big. I don't want anything to do with it. And plus, they don't really like me because I steal things from them, and they take
You
that
do-
personally.
I can see where that would be.
That
an
would
issue.
be that, yeah.
No,
no,
for
you thought
sure.
about-
Typically,
not?
you take that poorly.
What?
Have you thought about not just paying him?
What? No.
All right, well, I just thought I'd ask.
Why would he do that, Gwen?
I just feel like, just a brilliant and esteemed crime lord such as the dragon. It's important to stimulate the local economy.
Oh, and
You know,
surely you'll want to
stimulating the
retire at some point, right?
At the ripe old age of
Maybe
12.
10, maybe.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Right.
If I play my cards right, I can retire by 10.
Gotta play those cards, gang.
Yes.
Yep.
You know what? I think what's clear here is we're full of.
Are you okay? You need another drink?
Probably not. I think.
Ideas. We're full of ideas. Sorry,
So
just
full of ideas.
so full of ideas, and we should
3 bottles of ideas.
We should go and make them
only the best
real.
ideas here. And she is starting to.
Yeah, but perhaps we should start our journey then. Let's get this
You need
going
to see-
about.
You're talking to the most powerful man in all of Ontario. Do you need to see anybody else?
Like,
Can I get one of those knives?
Oh yeah, who are you gonna stab?
Thank you.
I've got.
You got your own. Okay.
Thank you.
Your grievance. The grievance.
And the tiefling lady kind of steps back and yes, yeah, I'm the Lord.
You get the things we stole from the sheriff.
And she comes back in, and you see a severed gloved hand holding a dagger and a necklace. He's like,
You did us a solid by killing the church guys. So good job, church guys.
They were
those
not.
guys,
They were not following the correct path.
so annoying.
You asked if we needed to see anybody else. You wouldn't happen to know a guy by the name of Linnaeus Carl, would you?
Is he a dwarven?
He is a dwarvy.
Then I don't know him personally, but I can get you in the front door.
We'll get in the front door.
Fantastic.
We'll get in the front door.
Get in
See
the
that
front
next
door.
We're gonna
Straight
get that
through
front
that
door.
door is where we'll
There
walk.
you go.
Is it magical?
Oh, it's super magical.
Can I, what are they called? Eyes of the Maker?
Yeah, with your Eyes of the Maker, you find that this is a protective necklace. It offers protection from various types of damage, including physical.
Which one needs it the most? That. Give it to Victor. Victor, I think that would look very fetching around your slender neck. Don't you think?
Not really one for jewelry.
Not a necklace guy.
It's magic jewelry.
It is magic jewelry,
Oh.
and I know how much you love magic.
I love magic.
Do you want
Matches
to wear
your
it?
eyes.
You wouldn't
have
want
I
to
can wear
offend
it, but
Why
I think
not?
protect you from
Would
bleeding
you?
out in the battlefield like you did.
Bleeding out on the battlefield is my least favorite thing to do.
And yet you're so good at it.
It was my first fight ever, and frankly, it wasn't my best.
Second time will go better. Oh, look at you.
Oh, it's
I
like-
feel so
Describe
pretty.
the necklace to us, please.
It's kind of big, and it's
Yeah.
got a symbol of Luciana on it, and like heavy,
Like-
like a heavy chain.
Like, gonna be a big clock. Flavor.
You could put a clock behind it, and it would look in place because it is like a heavy symbol of Luciana, which looks like an orange and
a
red
vestment.
flame,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then it looks like the silhouette of a lady standing in fire with outstretched arms. And
Is
it's just-
this a thing
That's
that I?
as close to a woman as you've ever been, isn't it?
Does it require treatment?
Damn.
Yeah, but we'll not make it that way.
Okay.
We'll-
Mostly because I was
Like-
gonna just tell. I was like, you can't take it
yes,
off
it
after.
does. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
so,
drunk, but that doesn't mean.
Don't worry, I've
Victor?
dissected plenty.
If you want it to work, you have to wear it all the time.
I have to wear it all the time.
Well, because
I mean,
you have to like bond with it, and then if you take it off and you break the bond, then you have to rebond with it before it works again.
It can't be like a pocket situation. It's just a
Why
giant,
don't
You have to wear it
do
around your
that?
neck.
giant amulet around the neck
You
only.
can put it underneath your shirt.
I mean, that sounds
Why hide
radical.
it?
You know what? I don't want to be garish and flashy. You know, I mean, it's
Just a
best
bulge,
to be.
just a huge bulge.
Yeah.
You understand, of course, this is just to, be. If we come in through the front door with the shiny, then I just wouldn't want you to feel offended by this.
I've never been much of a shark.
Marvelous
We
gift.
took it off a dead lady. I'm not
Okay.
offended at all.
Wonderful.
The dead lady won't miss it.
She
Yeah.
Is the dagger magic?
So are you using Eyes of the Maker on that as well?
Yeah. Let me make sure I can do that. But yeah, I think so. Sorry, I couldn't go off there.
This is my favorite episode.
Very good.
Yeah.
Smash
I
that
didn't think it has any
subscribe.
limits, so
Smash
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you pick it up, the hand is like clenched on there. He's like, "Sorry, we just took the whole thing."
just-
It's like it's strength check. That came off a guy that was kissed to death.
Oh, no!
No. Oh, God,
that's-
that guy.
He's a dick.
No, I know, but
I'm going to.
He's gotta hand it to
I might
us.
as well burn Shardo Creation and. Oh no, I'm not gonna burn it on that.
What do you got?
That's a 13.
It takes some doing, and you hear like some like snapping and crunching, but eventually you're able to like pull the gloved mitt off of there, and you find a short sword that is uncommonly deadly. And you could add a +1 short sword to your inventory.
The dragon. This is maybe a weird question, but I know that you have a vast network of the pack.
We got
and
like 8 guys.
Yeah, eyes and ears in all parts of the city. You haven't seen Eloise around anywhere, have you?
Eloise.
She's Sanctus.
Oh yeah.
Lived in town a couple of days
you know
ago.
what? I hadn't
Eloise.
noticed a change in
Yeah,
intelligent
Eloise.
conversation, and it just
Well-
slipped my mind.
how dare you?
She
The
was
last I
nice.
heard, I was with her at the end, and she was just mentioning how this possibly might not be the place she needed to be, and she wanted to go elsewhere. I don't know where she ended up going, but she said she had a
Not
higher
back to
calling.
that terrible cardinal.
We didn't.
Well, I hope not. No,
He didn't deserve
but
her.
No.
I don't think that's where she would like to go. But
XR.
Our guys were
Sorry.
keeping an eye out. We didn't see where she went. I thought she was with you.
No,
No.
she sort of wandered off after the fight, and
She was helping.
yeah.
Probably to preach in the red light district.
How dare you?
I just saying she was a very gregarious person who wanted to help the needy, and I feel like
And
that's where she would be the happiest.
She did.
And so she did.
So she
But
did.
hold on.
And helping is
This
helping.
She's not with you?
No.
no,
There have not been any other trends.
well,
I don't. Where could she have gone?
I don't know. I was asking you that.
Why?
I don't know, so I was asked. You asked where she could have gone to me, and I was asking you where she could have gone to you, and I don't have the information, so I was seeking that information from you.
I mean,
Nobody has
it
that.
seems we're at an impasse.
Right. Well, if you could just be so kind as to keep an eye out. I was just a bit worried. You know, she
could have
didn't
gone
really
to see the
seem like
druids?
she had a lot of street smarts.
No, it's not wise in the ways of
She
the
also
world.
had 2 assistants that I feel like
I'm not worried about them
no,
at
no,
all.
And you see both
Carol
of them
and
sloshed.
Beatrice?
Carol and Beatrice are in the bar, living the life of Riley, and they seem to be like a little enamored with Alexander. He's not reciprocal, but
So we saw that a few minutes back,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, all right.
Who's
Well,
that
if you
Carol
could-
and Beatrice?
Oh, they're great.
What a small
Right here, right.
well, if you could be so kind, and if you hear something, maybe send word. Secondary follow-up question, bit of a right turn. You don't happen to have an armory that we could maybe, borrow a few things out of?
What is it?
Maybe just if you got any more, protective elements, things to stop us from, bleeding on the floor.
I, for one, love a big stick, you know.
The big stick. I can
You do
get a
speak
big
softly.
stick. I get big stick. I got lots of those. I could. I just gave you like a really nice necklace.
No, you're right. Let's
Yes.
not push
Well,
our
yes, we
luck.
don't want to be
Oh,
greedy, of
right. No,
course.
but perhaps if we perform well in this task, we could have access to your larder of death.
Oh, larder of death. I'm going to start calling it
Thank
that.
you.
No, that's pretty good.
put a little sign over it.
Scholar.
The larder
Oh, the
of
larder.
death. In parentheses.
Hyphen.
Oh, that's great. I
We have some great ideas, this team.
For a big guy, you are clever. I will
Oh,
say.
no, that was all them. I'm just adding
There was a
on.
collective big guy, like the
group
royal big guy.
effort.
Royal big guy.
Well, if our business is concluded,
It's up to
I
you.
have some
I'm very welcome.
business that I must attend to. I'm afraid.
Do you have anyone that you think we should speak with?
Well, there's the druids. They're scary. You could talk to them.
Are those the... Wait, was I there for the conversation about the...
The witches in the woods. Hard to say, but you can know. Sure.
I'm a lot afraid of those. They are scary people.
Yeah. Have you met them?
No.
Do you know anyone who has?
The stable guy, maybe.
Okay, we could talk to him.
Talk to the stable guy.
Why not the stable guy?
So,
He likes animals.
Who doesn't? Forgive me for presuming.
I like dragons.
Being one, I imagine you like them.
They just make me uncomfortable. They're fine.
shall we then get going, perhaps?
Let's get
Please,
going.
could we?
Put stabby. Oh man, you
Stabby.
would stab somebody so good for money with that.
Okay.
So
I've just
much.
been stabbing for free so far, I guess.
You need to apply yourself.
Why?
Yeah,
It's great when you can turn a hobby to a
I
career.
monetize your
Gainfully
hobby,
employed.
dear.
If you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Okay.
Don't listen to her.
Are you guys gonna pay me then?
Oh, well.
Well,
I
how
don't
good at
it'll all
stabbing
come
are
out in the
you,
wash.
you know?
next time I see you, we'll kidnap you in the middle of the night
Wonderful.
and put bags over your heads, as per your request.
And we'll
We
be
look forward
so
to it.
scared and disoriented.
That's what you should do.
We will. Yes.
All right.
As long as there's a lift.
Oh, ramp.
Don't-
I heard ramp.
Honestly, I'm open to any. It's just
Ramps are
I'm just
fun.
at some point, one of your adventurers is going to get hurt, and walking up and down those stairs. Like it's not just for me. It's for everybody.
That's for the convenience of everyone involved.
Use it as a slide when it's not
It's
being
fun.
used
You could
as
charge people, a gold to sort of go, turn the brakes off.
I don't want to.
Amusement park,
We,
I'm just saying.
etc.
We.
That seems to defeat the purpose of a secret law.
No.
Just for your guys.
Oh, for our guys.
Yeah, turn it into sort of a money-making operation.
From your employees.
The amusement pack.
The amusement pack, exactly.
The pack does stick together. All right, that's great. Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it.
Grr.
Okay. Yeah. All right, go stab some dwarfs. What do you plan on doing?
Well, talk to the dwarf. We're talking to the dwarf.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Then stabbing.
Just south of town, you're gonna see a big door carved into a hill. It's hard to miss. There's gonna be guys with guns,
Oh,
and you're gonna tell them, "I'm a
doctor.
doctor."
And you said you were going to give us something to represent or give your word so that we have safer passage.
There's already a guy. It's okay.
There's a what?
There's already a guy.
There's already a
There's a guy.
They don't like him. They want
No.
a different guy. They
Fair,
wanted
fair,
it.
all
They
right.
wanted
Bad blood is what it is. Bad blood.
bad blood.
Fair.
The worst blood.
Shall we then
My
get
least
going?
favorite kind.
It's bad.
Do you want to
Let's
just do
go.
it?
Let's head out.
So
Let
far.
us get out, please.
And you can't,
Good.
like, in as much as a gold person can start to look a little green about the gills.
As
Wonderful.
You want an oil bath?
No, later. Remember,
Later.
we have a date
Celebratory
with
oil bath.
we
We
haven't forgotten the oil bath.
You should join us.
You know what?
You should join
Maybe
us.
someday.
Okay.
All right. At this point, Azad's like,
Yeah, I'm
Thank
heading out of the room.
Thank you.
Is there any, when we head out of the room, we're going back into the bar with those other people?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
keep going.
Get away.
Now, to the door if you don't mind. I'm going to look ominous in here.
Very
Very
absolutely.
honest,
Close the door.
too. Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Close the door.
I'm just gonna keep just a grin on my face as we leave. And you tell me when we're out of.
You're out.
But we're out of the bar. Out of
Out of the
compound.
bar. It's up to you. Are you out of the bar? Are you
I
guys...
want to go talk to Beatrice and Carol.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
And where are Beatrice and Carol specifically?
They're just kind of like they're at a table in the corner, kind of a round wooden table with like some heavy iron rivets holding it together, and they are sloshed. Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey. I don't want to keep you for too long because my compatriots are waiting. But you haven't seen Eloise anywhere, have you?
No, and like I was asking Beatrice, I was like, "Where's Eloise?" And we were so drunk, and we couldn't find Eloise.
Yeah.
Are you
And
talking
I
about-
lost a I lost a shoe.
Oh my God.
do
Are you all right? Do you need help? Are
I
you?
need
or-
another shoe.
Yeah,
I
well,
need my shoe.
We could
She needs
probably,
electrolytes.
Yeah. Well, we could probably, do something about that later. But so, if you happen to see Eloise, will you let me know?
Yes, because
Yeah,
we're supposed to be best friends.
Yes, I know. And in the words of your people, yes, queen.
She was going to be a bridesmaid.
She's going to. Were you getting married?
No, but like one day,
Oh yeah.
you know, there's like
yeah.
a plan.
Go.
Yeah. Do you have like a Pinterest board sort of situation going?
Yeah, I've got like a whole thing where I'm planning out my colors,
Yeah.
mauve
Yeah.
and orange.
Yeah. Burlap.
Oh.
Have you thought about burlap? Just wrapping
Just
everything in
as an
burlap.
accent.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
like
twine,
little
burlap, maybe
crystal-
some mason jars.
full of marbles.
Yeah, something like that.
Cute.
Yeah.
So
Cute.
cute.
You can take that
Very
one for free.
in.
It's fine. I'm really glad that we're spending time on this. I'm gonna go.
We could be good friends too.
Yeah,
though.
we could be
I mean,
best friends. Well,
You know, as
Best
Eloise said, the
friends
best thing
when-
about having best friends is that
You
you
have- oh,
can
no.
never have too many.
But Eloise was pretty good. But you're pretty great too. Maybe we could be. Like, and she looks over at Beatrice. Besties. And she's like, "How are you on the besties situation? What's your whole thing?"
Me?
Yeah, what's your whole bestie situation?
I don't have a lot of friends, but it's more just because I like reading. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to read. I could just tell you. I sort of like summarize what I read.
Great storyteller.
So yeah,
Not cute, though,
one of the-
right?
Not
Like,
cute.
no.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the stories that you read. Some of them are very spicy.
Oh.
A lot of romance.
Okay.
I saw you making eyes at Alexandra. Do I have a book for you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Breaking Dawn.
Breaking Dawn?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That
It's
sounds amazing.
yeah, you can use your imagination. Do you do that a lot? Imagine
Imagine
things.
what?
Just things in general.
I imagine things
Yeah, it's good.
like, yeah,
It's important.
like beverages
Yeah,
and like cute outfits.
yeah, that's
Cute,
important.
I call them fits.
Yeah, I do
cute
like
fits.
that you're drinking out of a Stanley cup.
making fits.
That's-
Yeah, it's pink.
yeah, it's great. Fantasy Stanley.
so cursed.
Very good brand.
It's getting worse and worse.
It's gonna come out months from now.
Yeah, this will
It's
no
gonna be
longer
such a
be
timely
already
joke.
irrelevant.
Beatrice and Carol have lead poisoning.
No.
Can we say that during this, Retha and Alexander have been having a conversation, except instead of a conversation, they're just drinking silently while standing next to each other.
Yep, just
So important.
stern silence.
silence.
Alexander is pretending to drink something. Yep.
Retha and Alexander Retha sipping whatever they're sipping, Alexander
Just a
sipping
couple
nothing.
of people probably sipping alcohol.
Yeah.
Would Alexander be drinking alcohol?
I said
Inside
probably.
check.
Oh yeah, make an insight check.
Are
I'm
those
talking to
drinkable?
Beatrice. I'm not going to see
Yeah,
anything.
those are drinkable.
They are drinkable.
Insight check.
These are not mine. Mine are at my house, so I'm not going to drink these.
Yeah.
I wasted a
taste good, too.
23 insight check.
23
so I
inside
could.
check. He is doing an admirable job of looking like he's drinking something.
They don't have anything that Alexander would drink. That seems like.
Oh, they do.
Okay. I was gonna say Dugan. Dugan feels like he would be a guy who just has everything for everybody.
We should get
He does.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Great. Good enough.
Okay.
We should move on.
No
'cause
more
the
questions,
fungi
Your
are
Honor.
spreading.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Should we? I think we should just stay here and just like chat for like at least 3 more episodes. I was wondering. Oh my god, they are smart.
It's on his laptop.
What's on his laptop?
What's on his laptop?
What?
It's coming from him.
What's on your laptop?
Fungi on
What? Wait, do I have one?
Should we get going? I feel
don't
we
have
should
one.
get going.
It just appeared.
It just appeared.
Just weird.
I don't like that.
Oh no.
At this
I don't like
point,
it.
I think as are you wrapping up your questions with
Oh
the
yeah,
two?
I was. Yeah, we had a lovely chat about our feelings, and we called each other beautiful like a lot.
Beatrice is crying.
Yeah, I'm like holding her. I'm like stroking her hair. I'm like, you're a queen. You are. You're strong. You're lovely. You're beautiful. I don't. Yeah, it's great. And then I'm just like, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that was done.
That's what
It's
we call an
literally-
Irish accent.
It's fine. It waxes and wanes
It's
by the phases of the movie.
like the Robin Hood movie. You know,
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Costner. It's
fine.
there. It needs to be
It's
there.
gonna remind
It's a
you that
Gallian
it's happening.
accent,
Yeah,
right?
It's,
So
there is no Ireland.
it's an incredibly authentic Gallian accent. So
Yeah,
fight
you
me
know
in the
what?
comments
Exactly.
about it.
Yeah.
As you begin making your way towards the exit of the bar, Beef comes over and gives a deep bow before you, Kirka. It was a pleasure, my lady.
Oh, Beef. And she like, how tall is? I mean, Kirka's 5'7" ish. How tall is Beef relative to her?
When he bows, he's just a little above eye line.
Okay, so she'll just like to get up on her toes and give him a little peck on the cheek.
Oh.
The pleasure
We
was
love
all mine.
Beef.
We all love Beef. Can Beef join the party?
Yeah.
Can we take Beef with us?
Can we
With
adopt
us.
beef? We want beef.
And he's kind of pink normally.
beef,
red to purple. It was my pleasure.
You'll
Great
save
work,
another
Beef.
dance for me, Beef?
I will save all the dances for you, my lady.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then she's still very dignified. Like, you guys know she's not doing great, but like, very dignified, will begin to take herself towards the stairs.
Do you need assistance?
Oh, no, I'm quite well.
Oh, sorry, but
Thank you.
I didn't mean to overstep. I've got duties to perform.
Indeed, as do we all,
I will leave you to your duties then.
for the dragon.
For the dragon.
Or the dragon.
For the dragon.
For the dragon!
Dragon. Always.
Before we head out, Retha just looks over at Alexander as they've been standing in silence for a few minutes and says, "Good talk."
So where are we going next?
I'm good to get out of here.
Yeah, we'll just get out and
get
then
out.
figure it out.
All right.
As we exit the place with the stairs, where are we then? Because we're not blindfolded anymore on the way back. So
They didn't
didn't
they just
consider
didn't
that
do
part.
it.
yeah.
Usually that's
How
a
are they
one.
surviving?
You get the idea that that's usually a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in there? Like as we leave the bar and we're through, like, is there anybody else around besides us?
In the bar itself,
No, as we've left the bar.
I'm going up the stairs.
going up, ascending the stairs, not at the moment.
Okay, so we are now officially like on our own.
Yeah.
Okay, just Victor's just walking. Just. I'm sorry. Okay.
Are you okay?
No, just so much weirdness so fast. It's all right.
Victor, I don't think it was that weird.
I envy your life.
Shall we get going then?
Are we still, we're in an alley at
You,
this point?
yeah, so you ascend the staircase, you find yourself in a very nice manor.
Right, we're in the manor.
And then you're just inside what looks to be
Someone's
somebody's
house?
house. Yep.
Can I look around and see, is there a exit? Is there?
Yeah. There,
okay. Is it a living room? What
There
sort of
appears to
room is
be
it?
like a larder in a direct line from the wine cellar, and there's probably an exit through there.
Okay, Kirka just, without speaking a word to anybody, just makes her way outside, towards the outside.
A burst of fresh air hits your face for the first time in a little while.
Wonderful. Is there anyone around?
Not directly down this alley. There, you do see people kind of in about maybe 20 yards off, just going about their day. It's late morning at this junction.
Okay. I don't know if any of you have emerged at this point or will see this, she'll look around, okay, very well, find sort of like an empty, it's a little pile of refuse over here.
Just
She'll go over there and lava.
You're gonna roll to puke behind a dumpster right now?
Lava, literal almost lava is the only way that it could be described, emerges from her into the pile of refuse, which immediately catches fire.
You see like a fancy shoe just burst into flames.
Sure.
Oh no, Beatrice.
But at the same, it's very graceful. At the same moment, she like pulls a handkerchief out of her pocket. Whoop, whoop, dab, perfect. Throws it into the pile of lava, boom, and
Feeling better?
much. Thank you.
Good. I did want to ask you a question, if you don't mind. If we're going to continue on this journey, I feel like we need to have a conversation.
Now?
Yes.
Why?
Maybe because we've all seen people die from less alcohol. I don't know.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I have the metabolism of a sailor, honestly.
If I can ask a question, is my accent very thick? Is it hard to understand?
What? No, I mean, I've never been to I've never been to Samagrata, but no,
No,
I
but
think
you're
I can
able-
understand you just fine.
Just
Yes,
fine,
I
good.
mean,
That's
the
good. That's-
beer aside, you know.
Did you then have a struggle? Did you have a fight before coming here? Did you happen to have a... How did you misplace the coin?
I didn't misplace the
You
coin.
didn't?
I gave it very deliberately to Raywin.
Right. So you didn't use the coin.
I didn't.
You did not.
I
And you
didn't.
decided on your own to just gallivant off into a place and not consider anything that we had discussed this morning. We didn't have... I'm very curious. Do you have a death wish?
She's looking at you. She's like really looking at you.
Yeah.
She's like, where are they?
Where what?
The horns that would show that you're my father.
I'm not presuming to be one. I just assumed.
Gwen's not even up the stairs yet. You just hear
Got him!
I'm hanging back with you. I'll walk over.
Hold on, there's something going on up there. I want to hear it, but I don't want to be part of it.
Listen, I don't particularly care if you are wanting to have your own death
I
wish.
don't need you to care.
True. But if that's the case, please let me know right now, and we can be on our separate ways.
I am not accountable to you, my dear, and I think ultimately you did find me, did you not?
Oh, well, more so that we just happened to be in the right direction and
yes.
happened to be lucky and had some other
Fortune,
resources.
Yes, and not the fact that we all know that there are the pack just around every corner and that inevitably you would have found me by hook or crook. I think my faith might be better than yours.
Yes, and if anything went badly, if anything, turned sour, if
That's
you were
my
kidnapped,
responsibility to take on.
Of
You
course,
met
no,
me
that's-
3 days ago,
That's
gentlemen.
how teams work, is your
I
responsibility.
have not agreed to be part of any team until mere moments ago. I will do as I wish and go where I will. And if it's all the same to you, I would prefer not to be dictated to anymore. Is that enough, gentlemen?
Dictated to. That's a hard word.
She spins and walks away.
Well, that went really grand.
She's really good at leaving us behind.
Well, at least I now know where things stand
Of
and how
course.
the ground rules are. Good. If that's the case, if you don't mind, I need to take a little moment, please.
By all means.
What if we all just met back at the inn and we all took a walk and then met back at the inn? Is that okay?
Wonderful!
You guys can go forward. I will take my own, and I'll be too there.
If it's all the same, I'll hitch along with you guys.
Yeah. Did you want? I want to give everyone the opportunity to have downtime. You're welcome to walk with us if you want some time on your own. I feel like everything's really tense right now.
Yeah.
Kirka's still, she's honestly, if you were to watch, she sort of storms off down the alley, but she will then turn in the direction of the end. She's going. She's
I
just,
know.
not with them, but she will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just come with you. That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, we're all walking to the inn separately.
Separate walking.
Separately but
See each
together.
other.
Walking.
It's not a big town too, so it's like gonna be.
It's really awkward.
It's like when you're in a grocery store and you're on one end of the aisle, but your friend is on the other, and you see each other as you're going.
Yeah, or like you leave work at the end of the day with your coworker, and you're like, okay, bye, and then you're both walking to the same car direction.
Yeah.
So
We park next to
awkward.
each other.
Okay, hi again.
Ah.
It's so great.
And I think just for like continuity, Gwen is like just done with stairs for today, and
Yeah.
so she like cracks open her chair. She like speeds up so she can get up next to Kirka, and she's like, "Are you all right?"
I'm quite well, thank you. That was a lot. I feel that we have the situation well in hand, and I don't understand what gives these two the right to tell me about how to conduct my business. You're way back. You will
No,
not hear
no,
that.
Yeah, no, we're
No,
far
I'm
away.
just-
Yeah, I'm with her. We're jumping along.
Gwen is gonna think like kind of carefully. She'll say, "Well, I mean, I understand that you're frustrated, but I think if I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt,
Why would you do that?
well, I think maybe it comes from a place of care, but maybe there's some sort of middle ground because I don't need a dad either." So.
My dear, I'm a big fan of compromise. It's only that I just met you all a few days ago. I don't know what you're about or what you want or if you're a help or a hindrance to me. I think everyone's hearts are in the right place, and Lady knows we've all come through a battle together. Well, some of us more than others, but I simply think that there is a better way to get what you want than demanding that people follow you in exactly the way that you want them to. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think going your own way, but being creative about it is sometimes more rewarding anyway.
I gave the coin to Raywin because I didn't know where I was going or whether I would be able to reach you, but I did know that Raywin would be safe right where she was, and eventually you all would find her and figure something out. I mean, you're smart, at least you're smart, and the machine person is smart. I mean, you got there, it's fine. Why are we all so upset?
I honestly don't know.
Very well. I'm glad that's settled. Nothing is settled.
As Kirka sort of, okay, what are we doing, team? What's like?
We're heading
We're all
back to
walking
the
back
inn,
to the inn.
so we can try to figure out if we're grumping at each other further, and then
'Cause
carrying on with the quest.
I kind of want to go talk to the druids.
I also thought.
Yeah, you
Well,
haven't talked to the
like,
druids yet.
so-
but
Well,
I don't want to like continue to split the party.
No, I
over
don't
it.
either.
I think we're gonna get
eventually-
to the end in character. Decide.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're just regrouping, like not in an alley.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dragon also told us we're gonna sneak into the place, but like, or no, not sneak in. We're gonna talk away and we're gonna have an excuse and all these things. Never once did we cover how to get there.
The action.
Yeah, well, they're gonna kidnap us in the middle of the night, so that's really
Yeah,
off on
That's
their
to get them back
timetable.
to them. Is that also to get us back to?
I think that's to take us to where we need to go. No?
no.
If you want to see the dragon in, you're going to get kidnapped.
If we want to see the dragon again,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm saying to get down to double check here.
Is
Marlstone.
that the one
Marlstone.
with the door in the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
then
we gotta get back to Marlstone.
we'll be going out. We'll go to the
We'll be
druids.
going
We'll
out.
circle back by on the way.
Yeah, I think narratively it would be more interesting for us to get to a different location. So, like, I'm all for going into the woods.
Yeah, I hate the inn. Let's get out of the inn.
Yeah, so
But
maybe
yeah.
we're just gathering out front and then.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Good work.
Circle
Table
up.
talk.
Cut all of that.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Delete.
Cut
not a
it.
bit. Not a bit of it.
Cut all but just Charlotte's part, so it just looks like she's having a long monologue.
Yeah.
You reconvene in the inn?
After a while, Azad
maybe-
comes back. He's a lot more like
okay.
composed again.
Is that a thing we need to visit? Are you good?
No, I'm just going to be like, all I ask, a request, is if we're going to function as a team.
You keep saying that.
We do. Look, I don't want to be telling people what to do. We're all adults. We all met each other a couple days ago. But, like, we just fought a bunch of people who nearly killed most of us. And we don't know what's going on with the druids. We don't know what's going on there. But we all are pretty determined that we're going to be traveling together. I think we just need to make sure we're all on the same terms, that we have to keep on the same page.
We also met you just a couple of
And
days ago,
I know-
and we
So you
found
did.
it to
And
trust you.
I know you knew where you were coming from. You left the coin with Raywin, and you knew we would find you, and that's fine. But we didn't know that, and we don't know what's going on in your head unless you tell us.
Through the
And I
coin.
know there's good things going on there, and I know there's good thing. Everyone here is smart and has lasted this long, but I think we just need to come from a place of empathy, and I think we all just need to take a couple notches down. Seems like we have a lot of individualistic personalities, and we're all just gonna have to accept the fact that nothing is gonna be exactly how we want it.
I love that. Assad, I am sorry to have frightened you. And I am sorry that I had no other way to reach out to you all about my intentions. I am happy to go wherever you are going, and I do agree that all of our aims align. If we are to be a team, then let us not act as though any one of us is the leader of the team, shall we? And ask rather than dictate, yes?
That was not my intent, and I agree. I was just afraid and thought something had happened.
And something did happen, my dear. A wonderful man named Beef.
Well,
Beef
let us hope
happens.
that all
Hashtag beef happens.
Hashtag Beef
Like and
happens.
subscribe.
Let us hope that all our future encounters are just as pleasant as Beef. Then, shall we?
Let us shall. Yeah. And at this point, like Ember's gonna come charging out of the inn.
He's all excited.
Oh, good girl! Did you miss me, darling? Did she feed you well?
And you hear there's a little belch. It smells like leftover lamb shank.
Oh, good. Oh, so the lamb's fine, everyone. Raywin, I think you have something for me.
Yeah, I sure do.
The talking coin deer.
I saved it for you.
Wonderful.
Can I please have that back?
She's like,
In case we become separated again,
Please use it.
I will.
she just handed it to me. I didn't know.
No, of course.
What?
I know you. You're shady. We're friends.
You did good.
You got a shady ass friend.
You're doing good,
Ass
Raywin.
friend.
Not. It's like a colloquialism. It means emphasis.
Yeah.
So, whither shall we turn, team?
I have an idea. I don't know if we want to go before or after, but I do think we should go talk to the druids in the woods.
The druids in the woods.
Druids.
What was the reason we needed to talk to them exactly?
Well, I know that you're Lucian, of course, but many here, I know you know this, but for the edification of the rest of y'all, many people here still follow the old ways and the old gods. And the old gods have she thinks for a second, a funny way of sticking around. And I just sort of wonder if nature is as off-kilter, off-balance as it seems to be with all of these mushrooms and that, maybe the druids might have some insight or, advice or even maybe some sort of help or aid that they could give us. And Retha, I know you wanted to go as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Retha has talked several times about wanting to go see the people in the woods. I cannot remember off the top of my head if you've ever said that in front of me.
Yeah, because I remember at some point I was like, I have two things I want to do.
Yeah. You mentioned it. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I had heard it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
and we've presumably been talking, like Retha's mentioned it, sure.
Surely. Okay.
I don't know that I know it, but that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because after that, if I had heard that,
Sure.
then definitely just like, yes, Retha, you've expressed some interest in seeing these people a few times. Perhaps it's time for some honesty to come back my way. What are we doing with the druids in the woods?
I mostly came here to seek their wisdom.
Their wisdom.
Yeah, they seem like people who know things about weird things, and I'm interested in weird things.
I think
So you-
it's clear that he's very interested in weird things.
So you came all the way to this little town on the far side of Gallia to learn about weird things?
Well, I've come to a lot of places and between here and there, and also kind of over all of that.
She indicates to the map that we have.
Thanks, Wildcraft Maps.
Thanks, Wildcraft Maps.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I've kind of looked everywhere, so this is more of like a last-ditch effort.
Doctor, would you not agree that all knowledge is worth having?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just curious as to why this exact knowledge is so useful and so
for
persistent.
Mars' sake.
I don't
you
know if
believe
it's useful
you're
or not. You have
entitled
to
to that
wait till the druids
information?
impart their sacred wisdom.
We'll find out once we get there.
We'll find out.
Let's
though.
have a little faith in one another, shall we?
Sure.
In our newly formed team that's built on mutual trust and
That we just
beneficence, yes?
Talked about.
That we've just all agreed to. Perhaps the
So
questions...
they have no idea that you and I had a heart-to-heart either.
No, why
so
would
I'm
we
just
know
gonna,
that?
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna keep an eye contact with you for a minute.
This is Rita's expression.
And let it go for them, but just kind of course, confidence in our friends.
Yep.
Wonderful. I see no reason why we should wait unless...
We are so dysfunctional. I love it.
We are a broken family.
Raymond is just awkwardly like polishing the counter, trying to not be in a room.
This is actually how it really happens.
Yeah.
Shual, if you happen to know the way, the time I've been here, they unfortunately have not really made themselves aware.
Gwen just like looks at his arm and just points vaguely to the woods.
Oh,
Right
great.
there.
Okay,
I
let's.
don't,
Is
it's
it
not like hard.
Far? Do we need to bring provision?
No one seems to really have a clear idea about the druids that I've talked to, other than that they don't like talking to people.
Yes.
And they don't like outsiders.
A challenge. Wonderful.
So it might be good to err on the side of caution.
But
In the few years that I've been here, would I have picked up any idea of where they might have been going, or where they might general, or more specifically be?
I mean, I
rather
feel
than
like
woods?
Gwen is the old gods person. Like, if anyone's gonna know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Gwen would know very well.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah. Okay.
They're in the dark woods to the east.
Okay.
Not always a friendly lot. It's good to have an in with them before stepping foot into the dark woods to the east.
do we feel like Gwen's family history and Archer being who he was in terms of like preserving the history of the old gods, do we feel like that's enough of the of an in? If I like identify myself as like I'm Archer's daughter, like that kind of thing?
You might. That's a roll of the dice. It could go very poorly though.
Okay.
And you're keenly aware of that. People coming back with maladies and wounds, and sometimes not coming back.
This is a weird thing that I would like to do. Can I love weird things. How do I want to do this? Can I look around and see if they're, because like where is the inn in relationship to like Market Square?
We are about, I don't know, less than a half mile away.
Okay. Oh, thanks. I kind of want to look around and see if there are any crows like chilling on any building.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And like if they're like concentrated in like a particular spot.
Let's see what the crows knows.
Also, I remember mentioning something about the guy in the stables.
Oh, yeah, Stableman.
Bad.
Yeah, Stableman was able to get out and in and out of the woods. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that just reminded me of that.
Yeah. There are. It's weird how there's just always a handful around you, isn't it?
So weird that way.
Yeah. And you look across at like adjacent rooftops, and you just see like you're just being actually watched by crows with an uneasy intelligence about them.
So I, as a player, have several crow questions, but I'm curious to know if like this is something that's so mundane seeming that like passive perception would like even matter.
What's your passive?
Passive perception is 14.
Mine's 17.
17 you might notice.
Mine's 9.
Nope.
That's pretty good.
I'm also
You
14.
noticed the grass.
I'm not paying attention.
Oh, crows!
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, you would probably have picked up on how they're just ever present. It's not like crows are uncommon, but it's weird that they're this common.
Yeah.
Around
Okay.
Gwen
Only around
specifically.
Gwen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as I'm curious,
You
like,
mentioned
it's
crows
just, we're
before.
around each other. Like, is it like, oh, there's just a lot of crows in this town, or is it like there's a lot of crows here?
Well, you know, the thing is, you haven't been away from Gwen too much.
Right.
So it's like
And we haven't been here very long either, so we don't know.
So
Yeah.
crows. Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be hard to
That's
tell if
what
it was
we read this
localized or
as.
not.
Yeah, it would just
But
feel
with
like
a
they're...
17, it would feel very localized.
I'd probably take it as another insult, like another vampire thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many crows.
What are you saying about hey?
Piss off.
Rude.
Piss off, crows!
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not a vampire. You see?
Yeah.
Sam.
And would I notice that it's been around Gwen, or just it's been localized?
It seems to be around at least your party, if not Gwen.
I'm going to point it out. Like, anybody notice the crows being odd?
No.
They look like crows.
They seem like crows to me, dear.
Crows crowing about.
Not well. The numbers seem quite a lot. I don't
we're
remember seeing them at least around us this many. It seems like they're following
Doesn't
us.
seem like
There's
a
a lot of
full
bread
murder, more like a juvenile delinquency, perhaps.
Are there not usually crows here?
I mean, there are crows, but not like this many. And it seems
Feels
like
like
it's
a normal amount of crows, right?
well. If you believe so, then I guess there's. I'm just saying that I'm not sure if this is something to be concerned about. But
Perhaps, Azad, you could worry about your gods, and I'll worry about mine.
Oh, that seems
I'm
fair.
sorry, what?
That's an answer.
That's an answer.
That's
Crows?
an answer for a
Do we
thing.
need to like? Will they take us to the druids or something?
I found that when you have a connection to the land and a connection to the stories and the beliefs that have sort of settled into the soil here, sometimes it's sort of easy to find your way. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's kind of hard to explain.
No, that okay.
Right. Okay. I was just concerned that this was something different, and if it's something you're aware of, then that's all I needed to know.
I would say, Azad, that it's a good thing.
Okay. Well, glad to clear that then, because didn't want any more surprises. But all right. Well, do we talk to the stable boy then first before we go, or are we just going to go into the woods and hope that we run into?
How far are we going? And what can we expect? I think that I'm afraid that both druids and crows are a bit thin on the ground in Ard Kahir.
That might be a question for the stable boy.
Yeah, well, I guess circling back to the original question, where are the crows sitting? Like, are they on the stable? Are they on another building? Like, if I was looking for a place to head, where
Mechanically,
Yeah.
is there a reason for them to do anything other than just kind of keep an eye on you?
I think it depends on how much lore you want to drop.
Sure. I think that would probably be, and Gwen is aware that there are certain ritualistic significances to crows, especially in relation to the three sisters. The crows specifically are more aligned with the crone, the goddess of death and rebirth and battle. If you're looking for more of a premonition kind of a situation, the crows are a good way to start. But you've done some things to appease the crows. You might need to do something to like address them directly, otherwise they're just going to be watching.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so then for now I'm just going to sort of take note and be like, yeah, I guess the stable seems as good as any.
Just
To the stable.
you've done some things to appease the crows is a great sentence. And like,
I mean, seriously, they
Done
are.
some things.
not everything.
Frankly, you could be stepping.
Yeah.
Not as much as you
Frankly,
could
you could
do.
be working harder.
I would
You've
say
done some things to
You're
appease them.
you're aware like that's enough to make initial contact, but
Okay.
You have made initial contact with the crows.
Quick question, DM.
yeah,
I'm not sure if this would apply, but I have worldly wisdom.
okay.
And it says, when you make a check related to understanding the purpose or significance of a building, rite, or object from a culture you aren't familiar with, you can use a proficient bonus, add your proficiency bonus to the roll. If you have proficiency in a relevant skill or tool, and add double your proficiency roll bonus to the roll.
Yeah,
Is this,
Are
would this
we
be
all cosmopolitan?
this would be
Yeah, I'm also
I'm a cosmopolitan, yeah.
Street smarts and worldly wisdom.
Yeah.
this would be a religion check then, and you could double your proficiency bonus.
double it? Okay.
Are we all so okay? We're all cosmopolitan. Just being in our, or not our, yeah, on Trior count as being in a cosmopolitan environment?
Well, it's the background. So we've been around the
I know, but I'm curious because
Not advantage, though.
No.
right? Okay, so double that.
if it says because
10.
you're from here, so but you have a cosmopolitan background.
And you said
You
rolling
don't.
for religion. To
Okay, so
know
then
what
we
she's talking
don't all-
about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try it as well because
Also,
if you're saying this out loud,
Kate, the player, is just going to say, It's not that big of a deal, guys.
You just said you didn't want to say something to drop too much lore. I want to hear it.
No, this is our thing now. This is what we're
That's
We're gonna focus on this. This is the
That's
rest
fine.
of the
If this is
episode.
how you want to spend your
stuff
time.
also isn't a big deal.
And double
It's just
proficiency
normal.
bonus
Yeah,
that attaches to
is
it.
what it is. There's
So it's
just
probably
six
an
birds.
extra 3, I think, at your level.
Well, no, I've got a +4 to religion.
Right. So you got a +4, so you +6.
Plus-
+4, so add 6 to whatever you just rolled. I'm sorry.
Yep.
+10 because you're doubling the proficiency bonus. So
How is double 4 10?
So you have 4 to
Yeah.
religion. Is that from?
That's
are you
from
proficient in it?
intelligence,
Okay, got it.
Oh no, I'm not proficient in it. I just add the +4 from the intelligence bonus.
All right, so we're gonna add double.
It is
Proficiency is
specifically
somewhere-
proficiency bonus at top. There's one.
Thanks, Shard. You guys are making it so easy for us.
No, it's all here. We just don't know how to
It's so
read it.
intuitive, though.
So you only double your proficiency bonus if you're
If you're-
already proficient.
oh, you're not proficient.
So you
I'm
just
not
get
proficient.
to
So
add
what'd you
your
get?
proficiency.
So I just
once.
add the proficiency once. Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
This
there you go.
specific
Well, then
thing.
that's a 22. Then.
22.
I'm gonna get a good grade in rules.
You are.
Explain the unimportant thing to me, Gwen.
Gwen will reach behind where she's got like her satchel, and she'll get out like her chair has like a cool little like desk thing that like flips up.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, thank you, Rita.
That's someone really cool.
So she'll like flip it down. She'll like open this book, and it's this gorgeous like illuminated manuscript, and you see on it there's like these 3 depictions of 3 women of 3 different ages. And Gwen will go, the old gods of Gallia, the maiden, she points, the mother, the crone. They mean different things to different people, sometimes even at different times of their lives. And for me, personally, my mother, she was blessed by Moora when she was a young child, and so I think somehow I carry that blessing. But a few years ago, and she sort of just like gestures to like the chair, but is like clearly like we're not going into it. The crone, she appeared to me, and she said that things happen the way that they happen, and things are the way that they are. And so ever since, whenever I've felt doubt or fear or indecision, I guess might be the word, crows sort of point the way. And I like to think that, I don't think that I'm that special. I don't think that I'm quite unique in this, but I think that the 3, I think they're watching out for not just me, but my family, my land, my heritage, perhaps. And so sometimes it might be a bit strange, but I ask the birds where to go, and in general, when I follow them, things seem to work out. Is that enough of an answer?
I am envious of anyone who has an avian support system. Let's go.
And as you glance at the book, you notice this symbol. It looks like several coalescing spirals, a knot of some kind. And then as you see that in the book, you realize that book is carved into the masonry all around the city. Everywhere. It is on every street corner, on every building. It is above the door in most places, especially the houses.
Okay. Noted.
Thank
Do
you.
you want me to add that to your chair sometime? And kind of gesture at the room card.
Gwen flips up the armrest, and it's like already on there,
Oh,
and she like
okay.
winks.
Yeah, sweet.
Well,
I didn't want to do it anyway. It's fine.
Well, it's good to know. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yeah, sure. It's just birds, you know.
True, but they're yours, and they're here for you, and I'm glad that it is a good thing, as you said.
Yeah, and almost kind of jokingly, but like I'd say like 80% joking, 20% serious. She'll like look up over at the crows and be like, "Thank you, by the way." I haven't said that in a while.
Thanks, crows.
These are my friends. Maybe if you could keep an eye.
Hazard bows to them.
That is the first request. Good to know.
Keep
What?
an eye. Oh! We all wake up and one eye is missing. Crows affected. Wait. I needed that.
So the stable boy then,
Yeah.
to take us to the druids.
Sure. Also, sorry, this is just Kate honestly not remembering. Why are we going to the stable guy?
Because I asked the dragon if anyone had seen the druids, and I think he was the only one to come back not broken.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Or maybe slightly, I don't know.
Right.
Basically all he said was, I don't know, talk to the stable boy. He
Yeah,
knows
I only
everything."
remember 70% of any important lore.
Yeah.
That's real.
Why?
Most important.
None of these notes are helpful.
Oh, no.
I wrote the crone. Some people think it don't be like it is, but it do.
Facts.
I mean, accurate.
That's incredibly accurate.
Why are you crying or laughing?
Yes. It started as a cry and then it turned into a laugh.
That's so funny. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah,
Happy to be
I
here.
adore you.
Oh my God.
As you sit and muse, conversing and discussing and trying to decide what steps you take next, that's where we're going to leave it today.
Ooh.
Thank you so very much for joining us today on Roll for Initiative's campaign, The Apron Strings. We are, of course, trying to benefit Doctors Without Borders, so please follow the link below. And this, of course, is all made possible by our beloved sponsors, Cobalt Press. Thank you, Cobalts.
Thank you, Cobalt Press.
Thank you, Cobalt Press. And thank you for donating.
Yes, Forrest Valkai, if they want to be more efficient in their donations, how can they best do so?
Honestly, the best way to donate is just using the link directly below this video. You should see a little bar with a little donation button right there. Click that. All your money goes straight to Doctors Without Borders. We don't touch a single dime of it. If you like this show and you like the work that we're doing, you can share it with family and friends. If you don't have money to give right now, I'm sure you know somebody that does. Unfortunately, money makes the world go around, and so you can help these amazing doctors do amazing work all over the planet, doing real, life-saving, miraculous things just by hitting the like button, the share button, and please, if you can, the donate button.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Guys.
Bye.
And next time on Roll for Initiative. All right, sorry about that. Don't use that one.
Yeah, use that one.
Damn it, Forrest Valkai. Don't use that one.
We are looking to meet some folks in the woods.
What do you want to do with them?
I mean, I just sort of want to figure out what their whole deal is.
Their whole deal is being left alone. You step beyond the border of the forest, and immediately the air changes. Giant trees climb hundreds of feet into the sky. You notice little structures and sculptures of bone and wood and twig and twine and blood and teeth.
That sounds like a creature.
You hear just on the back end, Immundas!
No!
What do you think the most donut holes you could put in your mouth is?
Donut holes.
Not enough.
Like at the same
15.
time.
Do we have more
Yeah,
donut
I
holes?
believe it.
No. I want.
Do we want to do a chubby bunny?
I don't know why I thought of that, but-
challenge with
Now,
donut
why would you say
holes?
that
Do it here
now?
at the
After
table.
Where were
rolling
we?
again?
We
I
were
crave the
in
hole.
Hold up.
the headquarters of the pack discussing how many donut holes we could fit in our mouth.
We just put a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bowl of donut holes right here. And we can just...
I don't understand why they're called donut holes. They're the
What?
things that
What do you mean
fill-
don't understand?
They fill the hole. The hole is
This
what's
is
in
an
the donut.
age-old
Let's just
controversy.
do it.
Is
You
it?
want to play some
Yes.
TOB together?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
gonna
let's-
be
yeah,
a
let's
let's
do
see
it.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, you can come. Yeah.